Do you ever go to a pet store and you see the poor betta fish just sitting in plastic cups?
I can't think about the betta fish because it's
like,
super. I feel like it's sad and wasteful because those little betta fish end up in the dumpsters.
I know.
And that's so sad.
I know. Why do they do that?
I don't know why.
I don't know either. I hate it so much. But there was a neglected betta fish that was found pale and lifeless in a pet store cup. I don't know where this was. And somebody felt sorry for him and said, I'm going to take this guy home and we're going to see what we can do. I mean, he's white. And the owner named him Stevie, put him in a beautiful tank. And now he has transformed into a bright, vivid blue color everywhere.
Wow, really?
His fins kind of perked up and he's like, I don't know, like his fins in the cup, like there's a before and after picture of him. Like in the cup, his fins are kind of just like dangly, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
And then when he's in the tank, his fins are like,
wow. What kind of fish is he?
Bright blue. A betta.
He is a betta.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Stevie.
exciting.
And like, he just needs like some love and a better environment. And he came alive. I don't know why pet stores are doing this.
Yeah,
why are they putting these betta fish in plastic cups? We got to stop it.
I'm watching a video. Is he this little white guy with like a mustache?
Yeah.
he looks cool. Like he's a good looking betta fish. I'm excited to see. Yeah, as he was white, like he looks cool, and then he turned like really pretty. Holy cow!
I know, like a complete transformation.
Like even as he was turning blue, like he turned pink, and he was building all these colors. What a gorgeous
swimming
fish.
around.
Wow.
Like I don't know why we put them in plastic cups. Why do we do that at these pet stores?
It's easy to sell them that way.
How is that easy to sell?
Do they fight? Like you can't have more than one in one tank?
Okay.
Like are they a solo fish?
That's fine.
No, I'm asking.
I don't know, but get them a tank. Why do they have to be in a plastic stupid cup?
I understand.
They can't swim around.
You are correct.
Yeah, I'm mad about it.
I know you are.
Because every time I go to the pet store, I'm like, why are we doing this?
I know. You want to rescue them all.
Why are you
He's so pretty. That's so cool. Nice. Well, that's exciting. Stevie. Way to go.
I know.
Way to go.
Hey, pet stores, stop putting betta in plastic cups. Stop it. Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Okay.
Stop it.
You want to start today's show?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Strong. Here's today's show. Hey, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Did you hug the dog on the way out?
I did not.
Well, you missed an opportunity to celebrate a day.
Okay.
It's Hug a Dog Day.
Okay.
That's why. Like, you got to hug your dog.
It's fine.
You didn't hug the dog.
No. But I do a thing.
What do you do?
If I sit on the couch, she gets upset when I leave.
Right.
And you've seen this firsthand. Like, she gets all growly when I sit on the couch and then I have to leave.
Did that happen today?
No, because I didn't sit down. But the thing I do is the second I walk out the door, she runs to the window and she looks out the window.
Right.
And then I do a little tappy on the window.
Oh, that's nice. Like a little see you later.
Like a...
Okay.
Do.
Well, if it was tap on the window at your dog day, you would be celebrating. But it is not. It is National Hug Your Dog Day.
I tried to hug the dog once, and she got real growly.
Yeah.
And then she bit my lip.
Why were you hugging her so close to your face?
How do you hug someone?
Oh, I would have her down here. Like, I know that mouth is going to try to bite her, get all crazy. So I don't let the mouth come near my face.
Oh, I see.
It's a preventative thing. Well, anyway.
Did you hug her goodbye?
No, I tried to give her a little scritchy scratch.
Yeah.
And she looked at me like, don't touch me. And I went, it's one of those days for the dog. Okay.
No, it was just one of those days for the dog for you because she and I didn't have any problems.
Well, she was like, I don't know if she's trying to get comfortable on the couch. I don't know what she was up to, but I reached over to do scritchy scratch. And she was like, no. And I went, all right, see you later.
Because when I went to take her outside, she just looks she just needs a haircut. And so I kind of looked at her and I was like, what are you? And she started wagging her tail. She's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. You get to have a good moment with your dog. That's good. It's an emotional hug, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. A distance one.
Yeah. Me and the dog.
Yep.
Best friends.
Best buds. Anyway, it's Friday. So I'm grateful for that.
Me too.
This week has been a burner.
It really has.
Every single night I've had like stuff. And then I was up late last night because I got home late. Ugh, it's a whole thing.
I know. I don't even know what time you came to bed.
I don't know. I fell asleep pretty quick. Look, it's pit day. It's Taskmaster day. There's a lot going on.
I know.
I was busy. I didn't get home until after 10.
And then I said, I got to go to bed, guys.
You were asleep when I walked in. It was like the whole house was locked up. The alarm was set. Everybody was tucked away. I went,
yeah.
What is going on?
10 o'clock is my bedtime. Don't even try to make me stay up later than that.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm old. I need my sleep.
I'm old. Yeah, 10 o'clock came around. You were like,
Yeah, I get
no way.
Put my bed socks on and I
Oh, nice.
tuck myself in. I only do the bed socks when my toes are cold, and
I'll
they
tell
were
you
cold
about
last
some
night.
bed socks.
What's that mean?
Well, I'll talk about it later. How about?
Okay.
I have some bed socks. I don't care for them. I don't like sock feet. Whatever.
Okay. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah. Good morning.
Let's dive in.
All right. Here we go. All right. How's about some good news?
How's about it?
This is kind of fun. A Domino's delivery driver in Idaho getting an extra topping of kindness from strangers after a small act of service turned into a viral moment. Did you see this story?
I did, yep.
Yeah, so Brian and Katie Wilson posted doorbell camera footage that shows Dan Simpson explaining that the restaurant was all out of Diet Coke. So he made an extra stop at a nearby convenience store to get it for him. And when they tried to tip him more, he said, no, that's all right. Your $6.60 tip is already generous. Thank you. And Simpson also mentioned that he'd been with Domino's for 14 years and planned to retire at the end of April, which is kind of a big deal. And the Wilsons, who are visually impaired and rely heavily on deliveries, said that they were deeply moved. They started an online fundraiser to thank Simpson, and donations have already passed $76,000.
I love it.
Isn't that crazy?
So cool.
Domino says it's proud of Simpson, calling his thoughtfulness a reminder that small gestures can make a big impact. And a simple soda run turned into a nationwide pay it forward movement as a well-earned retirement boost for a hardworking driver. I wanted to see where his did they link it? I don't see the link to his funding thing, but nonetheless,
that's cool.
Pretty exciting.
But also just way to go above and beyond.
Right? Really cool. So congratulations. And hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, it's a happy retirement as well.
I know. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, right? It's good news.
Last night I said I was kind of lonely and bored. You were gone. Becca's doing his own thing. Emery's out with friends. And I'm like, okay, second night in a row, I'm all alone. What do I do with myself? And I actually did a, like a roulette thing.
No, like a
spinning wheel thing.
You made a wheel?
Well, you can get one online. So I just.
Oh, you used a digital one.
Yeah.
Okay. So like a prize wheel. You spun a prize wheel
because you
to
can
see
put
what
anything
activity
in there. And I said,
can.
What should I do? Should I quilt?
Yeah.
Art,
yeah,
read,
yeah,
clean house.
Why would you even put that in your wheel?
Watch TV,
yeah,
work in the yard,
right,
take a walk.
Yeah. Also, why would you put yard work in? Like, why would you put
things
in there?
Those were things that need to be done.
Okay, I understand, but if it lands on that, you're spinning again. Don't put them in there.
It actually landed on read, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like reading right now.
So you spun again.
So I just was like, And I sat outside for a minute, like, what should I do? And I was like, I should probably work in the yard, but I didn't want to do that either. So I kind of hemmed and hawed around the yard. Do you ever get in modes like that where you're like, I just don't know what to do with myself?
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what I should be doing.
No.
But I don't want to do those things.
No, you got to put that thought away and just exist in the nah,
right.
Nothing to do.
And the dog and I kind of looked at each other and I said, let's get out of here. And I said, let's go for a walk. But I didn't want to go on a walk in the neighborhood because it gets kind of boring in your neighborhood sometimes. Like you see the same things. You know that there's a dog there that the dog is going to go after. You know that there's a cat there. You see the same sights. And so I said, let's go. Where could we go? And I was driving.
Oh, I didn't know you went on a drive with the dog before a walk.
Yep.
Okay.
And we went to a cemetery because I was like, you know what? Let's go to a cemetery because we went for a walk unexpectedly in a cemetery once. We just ended up there. And it was actually quite lovely.
It was really nice.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go to that cemetery. That was a nice little walk. I'm walking in the cemetery. I'm like, this is actually what a nice place to walk. It's quiet.
Yep.
You don't run into a bunch of people.
Nope.
You don't run into a bunch of other dogs.
Nope.
Our dog is not socialized. There's birds. There's ducks. It was quite lovely.
Yeah. Excellent.
I know.
And so you and the dog alone walking in the cemetery.
Yeah. And then Emery texted me, why are you in the cemetery? And I went, why are you peeping on me, creeper?
Yeah, I told you I was going for a walk. You didn't want to go.
No, she was out with her friends.
Ah, I see.
But she was creeping on me on Life 360 from far away.
Got you.
Like, quit peeping.
Yeah, quit stalking me.
Yeah. But it was lovely.
Well, good.
I hope not everybody latches onto my trick.
I don't think they will because a lot of people are not fond of the cemetery. They're going to think, no, I'm not going to go walk there.
I know, and I don't mind. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I like to look at the different names, and I saw a big patch of, like a big clump of headstones that had my maiden name, and I was like, whoa, there's a lot of people with that name. And then it made me want to do some research on some of them.
Okay.
I didn't, because now I've forgotten all of their first names.
But it made you want to for a minute.
Yes.
Add it to the wheel.
Read a book once where there was a girl who liked to read in the cemetery. And I always thought that sounded interesting. And then just never did. But it's actually a nice place. It would be a nice place to read, too.
You're not going to get bugged.
No, you will not.
Unless it's by a text.
It was quite lovely.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Well, good for you guys.
Me and the dog. Walking around the cemetery.
Nice. How was she? Was she good? Did she behave herself?
She did. Good. But that's because we didn't see anybody.
Right.
So she was like, I'm going to smell this over here.
Yeah.
There was a pigeon once, and she was like, I think I can get that pigeon. And I went,
you can't.
No, sorry.
There was a pigeon once. Is the name of the book.
There was a pigeon once?
Yeah. There was a pigeon once. Or it could be the first line of a book. It's a good line. Do something with there was a pigeon once. Because there was a pigeon once when we were in New York. See, you can do there was a pigeon once, fill in the blank.
Yeah, everyone's had a pigeon story.
That's right. There was a pigeon once when we were in New York, and he only had 1 foot. And his other one was a stumpy leg.
Which
and he
we
looked
found
like a pirate.
Happens quite regularly.
Yeah.
Because pigeons in New York often get their legs stuck in
all kinds of things.
Grates.
Yeah. Not so greats, we call them. There was a pigeon once. See, it's like a poet. Like it's a poetry thing. It's nice. You got to work with that. There was a pigeon once.
Why do I have to work with it?
You came up with it. You stumbled upon it. Sort of like this pigeon I knew once. There was this pigeon once. See?
Stop.
That's great. Well, I guess yesterday was kind of an eventful afternoon on the Rigby-Rexburg border between Jefferson and Madison County near the Lorenzo Bridge. It was a bit east of the Lorenzo Bridge near the Snake Fire, but it was our first wildfire.
No.
Yeah. Wildfire began around 3:45 in the afternoon. This all from eastidahonews.com, by the way. About 3:45 yesterday afternoon. And the fire was listed as being at 10 acres initially. They did have a pending evacuation order that they had kind of like, hey, if you're in this area, be prepared to evacuate because there are some homes nearby and stuff like that. And they now have it contained, which is good. And fire crews are expected to be in the area for the next couple of days, ensuring there is no further spread. But as always, remain prepared if conditions change and keep an eye on of the official government channels, they said.
Is it pretty normal for it to be happening in April for wildfires?
No.
Or is this an unusual year?
I don't even think we can say that yet.
Okay.
I think this was a fire.
Okay.
Right? It started on the south side of the Snake River. It did jump the river, but crews were working on both sides to contain the blaze.
How does it jump the river?
Sparks, man. Sparks and wind. It's so hot. And fire does these crazy fingers, and it stretches out and it can catch other stuff on fire. It's
I know
wild.
how fire works.
No, I know. Well, you asked, how does it jump across the river?
It was more of a rhetorical.
I see. It sounded like you were really wondering. Anyway, they called that the Snake Fire. And it did get up to 25 acres according to the website I'm looking at. So
wow.
did kind of get a little bit large there. Seems like it's contained now, which is good news. But yesterday afternoon, there was a bit of a thing going on. And I hope it's not a trend. I hope this doesn't mean we're going to see a whole bunch of this.
Right.
It's way too early. This is normally like an August thing.
I know.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. But there is, there's dry vegetation from the fall. We haven't had a ton of moisture, as we know, and so there's growth already happening. So as goes with any fire season, and this year is going to be no different than any other. Be careful. Be smart. Don't drive with your hot exhaust. Don't, leave fires unattended. All of those things.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Well, that's if you're on fire.
It's always good advice.
Okay. If someone else is around, they can throw a blanket over you, which helps. Yeah?
Yep.
So, anyway.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's true. That is true. I would say that is true about wildfires in general. Only you can prevent them.
What are some other good advice tips?
For fire?
For anything.
Get low below the smoke.
Oh, get low.
Yeah. Not like the song. Get low. It's different. It's get low. And then I saw it in your eyes. You were going to sing it. And so you get low and then you crawl. No. Get control. Get control. That's your song.
Control.
No. That's a Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
What
good job.
Yeah, thanks. I know you and the songs that you choose.
We've been together a long time.
That is fact.
Dang it.
Anyway,
I'm too predictable these days.
Be careful with your fires, please. Remember murder hornets?
Yes.
Yeah, so those were giant Asian hornets. Huge.
Yeah.
Like bigger than the palm of your hand.
Right.
They were just humongous. Good news is that there are no established populations of Asian giant hornets in Idaho, which is good. And the species was eradicated from the U.S.
Oh, really?
Which is awesome. Yeah.
Okay, there was also maybe this was still murder hornets, but there were those hornets that were supposed to be underground. They would nest underground.
I think that was these guys. It was well, and then they were hatching. These guys were crazy.
And they made it sound like that was going to be a much bigger deal than it actually was.
Well, listen to needle ants. Needle ants.
Okay, scary.
It does sound scary, doesn't it? Needle ants. Just when you thought the world couldn't become more scary, here comes needle ants. They're also native to China, Japan, and Koreas. Okay. So they are an Asian ant, and they are currently spreading across the U.S., and experts are raising alarms.
Oh, no.
Here's why. The small, shiny ants pack a painful, venomous sting that initially, when you get stung, can swell and hurt and stuff, and then will calm down.
Okay.
And then hours later, boom, it's back, stinging again.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that fun? It can throb for more than a half an hour and then end, and then in some cases trigger a severe allergic reaction, even anaphylaxis later.
How did they get here?
Great question. I don't know. They've been reported in more than a dozen states.
Okay, in Idaho?
Not yet.
Okay. Don't worry.
I'm thinking that they might be a humidity kind of thing because they're in Arkansas, Alabama, Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, Georgia. In Georgia, they said, turn over a log, you're going to see them. Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia, alphabetically.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They have...
Ew, they look nasty.
Yeah, they're crazy. There is an ant map. They have been... the ants have spread to the West Coast and the Midwest. They have been reported in Washington and Wisconsin, but I don't know if that's been fully confirmed, even though they have been reported. I'm looking at the ant map.
I'm looking at the ant itself. It kind of looks like a wasp, but with an ant body. Like legs instead of wings. Because it's got like a stinger coming out of its rear.
Yep.
Oh, gross.
Yep.
So, no
nothing in
cause for
Idaho
alarm.
yet. Something in Idaho or in Washington, very much over on the coast by Vancouver. And then in Texas.
If any of
down
you go
in
on
the
vacation
Bay,
to Vancouver and you bring back needle ants, I'm going to be so mad at you.
No doubt. There is one record in Texas that needs verification.
Have you ever been stung or bitten by an ant? Just a regular ant?
Probably.
Like a red ant?
As much time as I've spent outside, I'm sure.
Yeah. They hurt.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I'm weeding in the backyard, and we have ants all over in the backyard. And sometimes you can weed, and then they're like, oh, now we're mad. And, and then there's a whole bunch of them. And they are mad.
Yeah.
And they bite.
Well, let me tell you,
hurts.
these particular ants do not build obvious mounds like the well-known red fire ants. Asian needle ant colonies can go easily unnoticed. They don't call a typical anthill home. They are found in mulch, potted plants, cracks in branches, logs, railroad ties, under leaf litter, potting and landscape soil, and wood chips. So just be careful.
Well, we don't have them here yet.
We do not have them here yet. Let's hope it stays that way.
It is going to stay that way. Nobody bring these back home with you.
Check your bag for ants.
And bud bugs.
What? You're worried about so many things.
There's so many things to be worried about.
Yeah. Anyway, needle ants on the rise. Be careful.
On the rise.
That's right.
Like bread.
No, different rise. Not like yeast. Like their numbers are increasing. So.
What were those bugs when we went to New York a while ago?
The lantern moth.
And they had signs everywhere that were like, this is an infestation. If you see these, kill them. If you
see it, kill it.
They were everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were just wiping out crops.
Yeah, they are not friendly, and they're not from here.
I don't think the needle ants are friendly either.
They just want to be left alone. Don't put your hand near them.
Then get out of my space.
Okay.
That's how I treat all bugs and spiders. If I'm in your house,
if I'm outside, that's your house. If you come into my house, you're in my house. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you gots to go.
You made a bad choice today. Those are the rules.
I almost walked into a spider the other day. Can you even believe it?
Into a spider?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He was dangling from the ceiling.
Oh.
Right on top of the sink, and I went to get some water, and I went, I almost ran into you.
But you didn't.
I didn't. And then I took a paper towel and I went smooch.
Yep. Sorry, bud.
Because I'm not afraid of them, but I don't want to walk into them.
Have it on you.
Ugh. Gross.
Be aware of needle ants.
They're not in our area yet.
Be aware. Okay, so late night last night because I was at dress rehearsal for the Idaho Falls Opera.
Your stage debut.
Yeah. There were a few people in the audience that were watching the rehearsal along with, the rest of the cast, obviously directors and everybody else. It was a bit strange, but here's the thing about the role that I play. I mostly lay around. There's a bit of you know how we tell you, we being the kids and I tell you to relax, and then you're like, I am relaxing. And then we're like, no way. And we like hold up your arm and try to make it fall. And it's not like you're not relaxed.
No.
You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a few times in my role where like my arms are lifted up and they flop down and stuff. I'm good at that.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel confident about my ability to be relaxed.
Good job.
Yeah, the majority of my role is laying in a bed because I am
deceased.
A deceased person in this particular performance. Yeah, and opening night is tonight. I am not the Buoso tonight. That is John Radford, who will be Buoso tonight. I will be tomorrow, and then Nate Eaton from East Idaho News is on Monday night. But tickets are on sale. You can come and check out the show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I will be there. I will be in the audience.
When?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. You did pick the right night?
I bought tickets for somebody else's night. I don't want to see you.
That'd be funny. Let me tell you something, though, because you were asking me if they're, like, it's an opera. It's mostly singing. There is, you're going to love this, captions.
What?
Yep.
How?
I know. How indeed.
I love that.
I know you do. So there are captions.
Because is the opera in Italian?
Parts of it.
Okay.
But it just in general, because of the way opera singing is and everything else, the way it's performed, sometimes it's not as easy to understand. So it's cool. There are captions on stage.
That's exciting. I
know,
love that.
I knew you'd like that.
And I'm kind of excited to see how they pull that off.
Yeah, very cool. It's all on paper, and they have people holding up little tiny cards, and you have to stand close.
Do I have to?
No.
I'm in the balcony. Should I
you're
bring
you're gonna need your binoculars. Yeah. No, it's easy to read, easy to see. So that was kind of cool. Here's the thing. Earlier you were talking about putting on your bed socks. I gotta wear socks, and the floor is slippery.
Oh, be careful.
It was fine because I'm not moving around on foot much, except for like when I have to be hustling. And it's hard to get traction, and I feel like a cartoon character going with my feet.
We can put some
grip socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be white, though. The grips and my socks.
Well, we can either get some white grip socks or the white socks that you already have.
Yeah.
We can just put some grip on the bottom of them.
With what?
Velcro?
Nope, it's not that.
Why?
The floor is not Velcro.
It doesn't. You don't need to have the floor be Velcro.
I would think you'd use something like hot glue.
You could do that too, sure.
I don't want that.
But if you put like a little piece of Velcro on the heels of your feet, you'll be fine.
Also, don't like wearing socks in bed. So it's real off-putting because I'm like, ugh. And let me tell you, never before in my entire life have I been more aware of it was a meditative state, every single part of my body.
It's like being in an MRI machine.
Am I moving too much?
Yeah, that's...
Are my feet, do I have a blanket on my feet? If I wiggle my toes, is somebody going to see? Is my hand moving?
Josh.
Why does my body feel so heavy? Like every single thing as I'm laying there, I'm like, this is nuts.
That's like being in an MRI machine.
Crazy.
You experienced what I just experienced.
Crazy. And I've never had stage makeup done before, so that was a new experience. And so for my performance, I'll be doing the base layer stuff myself. And then the makeup artist does like all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's really interesting. It's all like shadows and stuff.
They gave you a bunch of wrinkles and they gave you really big eyebrows.
Yes.
I don't care for it. I went, no.
The eyebrows in this performance are all over the place. Like, go for the eyebrows. Like, I'll be laying in the bed. That's fine. You can come watch that, but go for the eyebrows.
Yeah, go to watch it just for the eyebrows.
Something else. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. But it sure did cause a late night last night because, man, I wasn't home until after 10.
Yeah,
I hadn't had dinner. It was a whole thing.
You had notes and everything.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
How I did theater in high school.
Yeah, this is my first
stage
theater thing. I mean, we did improv theater for a lot of years. It's way different.
That's so different.
Yeah, it's way different than a theatrical production.
That's way different than blocking and memorizing and notes.
Well, and even, getting stage direction and having someone go now, like those kinds of things. And then thank you 5, like all of those types of things, like, places in 5 minutes and you go, thank you 5, and like all of the commands to your stage manager team. It's cool. It's cool.
It is cool.
It's a whole experience.
I haven't done theater in a very long time, but I do love it.
Yeah. I have my name on a dressing room. It's kind of fun.
Well,
it's a shared space. It's not just me. There's like 6 of us in there. But
I know.
Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. Anyway, if you
I
want to
like
see
your long nightgown.
It's a good look.
You look like Wee Willie Winky.
That's what you said this morning. You went, how'd you sleep, Wee Willie Winky? I went, stop it. Yeah, I was talking to John last night because he and I were there for dress rehearsal at the same time. He said, it's good to know we could both play Ebenezer Scrooge. And I went, yeah, yes, we could. So I get home late last night after this rehearsal, and then I'm faced with 2 realities. 3 realities all at once. 1, it's late. I need to go to bed. Got to wake up. Got to be fresh for the morning, for now.
Yes.
That's 1 reality. 2, I haven't eaten dinner. And I'm hungry. And so I need to probably eat something. And 3, a package arrived. I had so many conflicting emotions all at once.
What do you
Plus,
do
I wanted
first?
to talk to everybody, and and everybody was getting ready for bed because it's late.
So this gal was already in bed.
You were in bed. You were indeed in bed as I was talking to the kids and opening up the box that had arrived, and the box was filled with parts for the RC rock crawler obsession that I've started. And I really wanted to start putting stuff together. And you were looking at me like, it is bedtime, dude. Like, what do you do? What do you even open in the box for?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't not. Like, I got to look at the stuff.
Tomorrow.
So I said, well, I got to go eat. And I put the box down and I said, I got to eat dinner before I can go to bed. So I ate some food. And then I'm like, I don't want to eat and then go lay down and go to bed. That's not good. Like, if I'm going to eat, I need to stay up a little while, digest some stuff, and then go to bed. But what am I going to do if I'm just up? I know. I'm going to open up all these packages and play around with it. So I installed all the mods that I got in the package. So,
cool.
that was fun. This morning you said, what time did you come to bed? I couldn't even tell you.
No, I woke up.
I was probably up for a couple hours.
I woke up at midnight.
Yeah.
And your lamp was on, which made me real cranky.
I didn't even turn it on in the first place. So.
And you were not in bed. And I went, okay.
Yeah. No, it was shortly after that.
And then I rolled over and fell back asleep. I go, You're the one that has to get yourself out of bed, dude.
Yeah.
So good luck to you.
Not a problem. And I don't have a late night tonight. But now I have a tiny little hiccup in my giddy up. A hitch in my giddy up, they call it.
Oh, yeah?
I have this little adapter I need to be able to charge the batteries that I got, and that's bumming me out. So I've been doing some research to find out where I can get one, if I can find one in town or not. So I'm trying to do some digging on where to find RC parts in town. So that's a challenge.
Cool.
I know. I knew you'd be excited. I had the late night shop open. We were burning the midnight oil in the RC shop / dining room kitchen table.
Is it all still sitting on the dining room kitchen table?
Yeah, because I'm a slob and I know what you like, and that's to wake up to it. Did you not look at it's all put away.
Okay. I was like,
I've met you before.
Okay, but yes, I know you've met me, but I'm thinking of the kitchen table right now.
Yeah.
And I know there are 2 things of yours that are currently sitting on the kitchen table.
All of my watercolor supplies.
Yeah.
And my binder, my little binder clipboard thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Mm-mm. You've got like a tray of stuff.
A tray of stuff?
Yes.
What tray of stuff? Interesting.
It is interesting.
A tray of stuff.
I couldn't even, the other day I had to sit down and eat dinner and I was like,
well, it's all pushed to the one corner, but what tray of stuff? Now I'm curious.
I don't know, Josh.
Is it just a random tray of stuff?
Just a random tray of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I should probably do something with all that stuff. Like put it away.
Yeah,
where it goes.
that would be great. I would certainly appreciate that.
Well, I did put away all the truck parts because I knew you weren't going to be into having truck parts all over the table.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Doing what I can.
If only you had a space in the garage or in the basement. Oh, wait. You do.
Yeah, but it's not as nice and lit as the table upstairs. So that's why I put it all away. I did good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are a pile maker. You make piles of your stuff everywhere.
Sometimes I leave it on trays.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Trays of stuff.
I've been in a couple of different book clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading something that said, how come dudes are never in a book club?
I don't think that's true. I don't think it's never. I think it's far less common. And it's probably because we can be social in so many different things. I have a buddy I fly fish with. I have, the RC thing. I have all these different hobbies that I could have a community around. I mean, how many hobbies did we say I had? 13 or 14 different hobbies? Like if I pursue all of these different hobbies, they all have a community.
Oh, for sure.
So if any one of these were to exist, solely as my one thing, I mean, the same is true for you. If you were heavier into quilting as like a community thing,
oh yeah,
you would absolutely have that. Like, oh, it's quilt club, it's whatever. Like we don't call it.
And they have quilting places where people go and you just sew and quilt together.
Right. So I think it's just the club aspect. I don't know that book club isn't something that men don't do. Like
it's just rare.
I think it's rarer because there are so many other things that we can socialize doing as well. I mean, if you're into shooting sports, like you're part of a gun club. If you're into motorcycles, you've got people you ride with.
Dirt bike club.
Yeah, you got you like
Sport
golf
club.
You got people you go golfing with. You're part of tournaments. You play. You
Okay.
do whatever. That's my take on it. I don't think it's that guys aren't in book clubs. I think it's that any activity you do, I think you hear about all of the other ones more. That's it. I guarantee there are all men and mixed gender whatever book clubs. I'm sure there are plenty of them.
That's actually what I kind of love the most about the internet is that it allowed people to see, oh, I'm not alone in this hobby.
For sure.
You could just do a quick search and say, here's other people who like Pokemon Go.
Absolutely.
Here's other people who like shooting sports.
Right.
Here's other people who like
whatever
Renaissance fairs.
Absolutely.
There's a club for all of us.
There is absolutely. And that's great. Everybody needs a community. Like that's a big deal. You like gardening? There's garden classes and people you can meet and garden clubs. Whatever it is, you want to really work really hard to plant beautiful flowers in your yard and win yard of the town. I'm sure that exists. Also, if yard of the town doesn't exist, we need to put together yard of the town.
Okay, wait, hold on, because my friend lives in a neighborhood where they have an HOA.
That's right.
And they do a yard of the month.
Yes.
And she hates when they get yard of the month.
Because
I think they've gotten it twice now.
Because they have to keep their yard nice.
Yes.
We should have yard of the town.
And they get judged when you have the yard of the month banner on your house. People drive by and they go, really?
We could have people nominate people for yard of the town. We could move it around to different towns.
That's a big area to cover.
Yes.
At least Yard of the Month Club in her neighborhood is just her neighborhood.
Right.
Yard of the town is a big area to cover.
Right.
And then
that's why we would have the community nominate Yard of the Town. And then we'd say, this month we're in this town. Who's got the Yard of the Town?
Who's got the Yard of the Town?
Who's got the Yard of the Town in Manan? That's what I want to know. Who's got the Yard of the Town in Louisville? Like, who's out there, like, doing it?
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's a few.
Right. And we pick little towns like that.
You don't want to pick a big town?
Like, who in Goshen has Yard of the Town? That's what I'm talking about.
That's too much pressure. You have to upkeep it. And then, what qualifies a Yard of the Town? Is it the perfectly manicured grass?
It's a nomination thing.
No dandelions?
I don't know. I don't mind the dandelions.
I know, but a lot of people, like my friend who gets Yard of the Month in her neighborhood, no dandelions because they're not allowed on their HOA.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm glad we don't have an HOA where we
Me
live.
too.
I would like to keep it that way.
Same.
Although there are some yards in the hood that I go,
we could do it with an HOA.
You could do better. I mean,
depending on the day,
I was just going to say the same thing. Depending on when the wind blew last, that's not my bread bag. It's not my fault. I'll get to it. It'll be by my fence later. I'll get it in a minute. It'll be okay. Anyway, what's another fun little town we could pick? You don't know all the little towns?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, that's fine. You don't have to look it up. I still like Goshen. I think we should start there. Who's got the Yard of Goshen? Anyway. All right. Yard of the town. We might have to make Yard of the Town.
What's the prize? What do you get?
A sign in your yard, and we get to tell people to go drive by your yard, because that's what everybody wants, is a bunch of people driving past their house.
And judging their yard.
Yeah. That got
really?
Yard of the Town?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a better yard than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We can get it sponsored.
Not
it could be a whole
single
thing.
tulip in that yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you could be like flower bed. We could do different categories. Flower bed of the town. We could do it at Christmas time. It'd be lights of the town.
I think that already exists.
Yeah, not from us, though.
It just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. Driving around and looking at the yards that are nominated and then going, this one gets the sign?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work.
Yes.
Is that gonna require me to do more than just sit in this chair? Because that
Yes.
sounds like a lot of work.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
I can't be bothered.
No. It's a great idea that will never launch.
We were talking about some hobbies earlier. I saw a video yesterday that there was a woman who said that she's been getting some flack because her kits that she uses for quilting don't count as quilting.
Oh, I disagree.
I know.
I used a kit to make my quilt. It's just as hard. The kit only selects like a bundle of fabric for you.
Right. You
So
still have
that's-
to measure
You
and
have
cut.
to measure,
and,
cut, sew, quilt.
Yeah.
You have to do the whole thing. It absolutely counts.
And then she said that if you get pre-cuts, she's been told that if she gets pre-cuts, that doesn't count as quilting.
Yes, it does.
either.
You're still doing the
You're
hard
still
work.
quilting.
Here's
And
what
then-
it doesn't count as. It doesn't count as quilt design.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not into the design part.
No.
Like, I'm glad I have a pattern to follow.
And then she said because she uses her home sewing machine to quilt, which I do.
Right?
That also doesn't. That's
Yes,
not real
it
quilting.
does. What are you supposed to do if you're not using your own home sewing machine?
You have like a quilting machine that you can use, and who
Oh,
has?
you're talking about like the quilt arm stuff. After you've done the top and you've put everything together, the actual quilting part where the layers are
That's what
sewn
I'm
together.
like. People are saying, yeah, to do the top quilting part.
Yeah,
People are saying if you use just your home machine to do that,
that's harder, I would argue.
I think so too.
But here's the other thing. how many of those are computerized now? And you're putting in the dimensions of the quilt, and you're putting it at a start point.
The actual quilting
machines. And it has
machines.
a pattern built into it, and you hit go.
I know.
Like, there are quite a few that are automated like that now.
Some of us don't have the space or the money to buy a quilting machine, so we don't have an option but to use just our regular sewing machine.
Who's hobby shaming?
These people. And then she said that there's a lot of people that are saying if you don't quilt it by hand, then it's not actually an heirloom quilt.
Get over yourself.
I know. Quit hobby shaming.
Yeah. That's elite hobby shaming. I'm sorry, you're so unhappy in your life with your own hobby that you have to make other people feel bad for trying to participate. Yeah. That's rude.
Just let people hobby how they want to hobby.
Yeah, but also, you're really harming the community. Like, that's rude.
Thank you, Josh.
Now, I'm going to say there are certain rules within certain communities that are sort of unspoken.
Like
in the fly fishing community, for example.
Oh.
We don't tell people where the good spots to go fishing are. That doesn't mean you can't go buy an entry-level fly fishing starter set, reel rod combo, and get out on the water and have a good time. It doesn't mean you're not allowed to participate. And look, there are absolutely elitists in everything, and there are people out there with real expensive gear that are going to go like, yeah, you got starter gear. But I've never had anybody go, that's not going to be good enough. Like, that just feels rude.
I know.
Like, you can't fish with me because your gear is subpar, and you're not a real fly fisherman until you spend $4 million on gear. No way.
I have not ever come across quilters that have said this to me. This was just a woman that I saw on the internet.
Yeah, but you're not on those Facebook groups with all the quilters. I guarantee they're out there.
I'm not really into the quilting community, but I betcha.
For sure.
If I went there and somebody was like, are you quilting this on your Singer?
I'd be like, yeah, I am. On your Singer patchwork? Yeah, I am. There are some blue ribbon State Farm, not State Farm. State Fair, if I can get my words together. Brilliant marketing.
Shout out to our insurance.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks for making sure I'm covered on stuff. State Fair, blue ribbon winning State Fair quilters and bakers and artists and all the hobby craft stuff and photographers. Like, there are people that are in those communities that are snooty.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And they're in charge.
Here's the thing.
They've worked their way up the ladder inside those communities, and they're the ones that are like, let me tell you, this is not a good quilt. This was made on a home machine. This one doesn't get the ribbon.
I don't have a quilting machine. I don't. I have just a little home. It is a Singer patchwork.
I know it is.
Sewing machine.
Yep.
It gets the job done.
Yep.
Is it as amazing as some of these brand names? No, it's not.
And then we have like a homemade PVC quilt frame for hand quilting that I use to do my whole quilt.
You did do a hand.
That's right. It's an heirloom. Hand quilted.
Okay, but some people would say that because you used yarn, that doesn't
Mind
necessarily
your business.
count either. You got a hand
What would I use?
Thread. Do you know how long it would take to hand sew a quilt by thread? So long.
My thumbs hurt thinking about it.
I was going to do that, and I went, no, never mind.
I did do yarn, and I'm proud of my finished product.
You should be.
It's a good quilt.
It is a good quilt. It keeps us warm.
Quit shaming it.
I'm not shaming it.
No, but this woman is.
You don't even know the woman.
Yeah, I do. I can tell you what she looks like. I know her. Be more welcoming. What's her name? Call her out. Say her name.
I don't even know who it is. It was a woman I saw online who said that she was being shamed by this woman.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it could just be for likes. It's probably not even real.
No way. That's real. That's personal. That's an attack. Be a more welcoming community. Crazy quilters, man. That's a good group. You got to call yourselves that.
Crazy quilters?
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
No.
And you welcome everybody.
You got to have some more alliteration.
Well, why?
Because that's how it works best when you come up with a group name. Think of a Q name.
I don't want to.
Okay. All right. Listen to this. This is kind of cool. There was a former NASA engineer, and he is working with California firefighters. They're testing out a device that uses sound waves to put out flames.
Interesting.
It works in milliseconds. The technology emits low-frequency infrasound that disrupts the chemical reaction that the fire needs to burn.
Okay, that's interesting because I know there are 3 parts to fire. They are spark, fuel, and oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the 3 things that you have to have in order to have fire. But then he said, what if there's a 4th? And that's the chemical reaction, right? Is that what it said?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what's happening with the fuel when the spark is added to create the fire. And the sound waves break that up?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
I was watching a video of it, and they've got a long tube. I didn't have sound, so I didn't hear it. But he's got like a really long tube, and it just emits the sound and the fire out.
Emits the sound and the fire out. That's what
science.
Okay, got it. It emits the sound and the fire out. Okay, got it.
This is why I do this for a living and not invent things. But it's cool because it uses no water. It uses no chemicals to put out the fire. It avoids water damage and toxic residue. And it's super cool.
All right. So they've been trying this out for a little while. It's weird. It's like the firefighters are wearing what looks like a leaf blower backpack.
Yes.
And then it looks like a leaf blower arm, which you would think a leaf blower wouldn't help with fire. But apparently it stops combustion with sound. Weird.
Crazy,
but
right?
They're also like building this for like kitchens and stuff. They've built this into range hoods, and they've built this into fire suppression systems in buildings. So again, you think about like code for multi-family dwellings. You have to have sprinkler systems and stuff. Like instead of having a sprinkler system, they could have this sound system that would, be able to extinguish fire that way. Really interesting.
Yeah, they're working on trying to get something that they can use outside to help with fire, like wildfire.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's so cool. It's designed by a company called Sonic Fire Tech.
Huh.
And they are hoping that it can ultimately be used inside homes as an alternative to traditional sprinklers. That's what they're saying. It's
super interesting because essentially they're using the vibration to like scare the fire away. And it's like it's a low frequency. Those cars that pull up next to you with the really loud speakers that it's that kind of a tone. It's a low bass tone.
We need those cars to go into the woods.
Go put out the fires. It's got to be way more directional than just existing. You got to point it at the fire. Yeah. That is really super interesting.
Infrasound.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't even know what infrasound is.
I am not the guy to ask.
I know. That's why we do what we do. That's why we're here.
I didn't invent it.
And
I'm just talking about
science. Okay. Infrasound is sound at frequencies below 20 hertz.
Yeah, it's low.
Which is lower than the typical human hearing range.
It's really low.
Mostly inaudible.
Yeah. So that's beyond the hearing range of us, not beyond the hearing range of fire. Fire hears it loud and hates it.
Well, good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that info on new ways to fight fire, Chantel. That's great.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more science. Science with Chantel.
Our new favorite segment. I have so many exciting things that I've learned about Artemis in the past 24 hours that I don't even know what to talk about first. Today is the final wake up in space. They return home this evening. Splashdown expected to be sometime around
8:07 Eastern time.
6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock our time this evening. Final wake up in space will be coming up at about 11 o'clock. So they've got another couple hours of sleep. They're currently resting, and then they'll get up, and then they'll kind of do their final preparations for re-entering Earth's atmosphere. Here's what I learned today, or yesterday, whenever it was. You know how when you go out to the edge of a water and you get a flat rock and you hold it a specific way and you sidearm it and it skips across the water, what happens as it skips across? That's a question for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, when you do it, it hits the surface of the water, it comes back up, and then it hits the surface, and then those little hits get closer and closer and closer, and then eventually the rock falls through the water, right?
Yeah.
That's how they're going to land the spacecraft or splash it down.
There's got to be a better way.
This is the better way, actually. This is fascinating because it is traveling. Like currently they're going over 5,000 miles per hour. When they get ready to enter into Earth's atmosphere, they'll be going 25,000 miles per hour, which is insane.
That's completely insane.
It is completely unfathomable. How are you going to slow that down? Because when they splash down at 15 miles per hour. So that's a huge speed difference.
Yeah.
They will enter the atmosphere somewhere over the Indian Ocean and splash down on halfway around the Earth by San Diego. Because they're going to do that exact same thing. They're going to enter at a specific plane that lets them skip across the atmosphere, slowing down as they go until they slow down and the parachutes open and they splash down at 15 miles per hour.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Who figured that out?
I don't know. Somebody was standing on the water's edge and skipping rocks and went, wait a minute. The physics of this, we could figure this out. And that blows my mind.
That blows my mind too.
That's incredible to me. So today that happens as they prepare to re-enter. And here's the other thing that I kind of was thinking about. For me, if I'm part of the Artemis mission, and by the way, they tested that with Artemis 1 and it worked. So this is the first. Artemis 1 had mannequin dummies in it for weight and stuff. This one has real humans in it,
people.
But they're going to do it. That's how they're doing it. They tested it. It worked with Artemis 1. They're doing it again.
I feel like they needed more tests.
It's so crazy. Okay, anyway. So the other thing I was thinking about was if I'm on this mission, there are 2 days that I am stressed out of my mind. Launch day and re-entry day.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 days where I'm like, this is why I don't ride the rocket at Lagoon. It's launch and re-entry. I don't like it. And it's only 300 feet, and it's not going that fast.
No, and it's not. Your life's not in danger.
It is. 300 feet or 250 or whatever is too high. Anyway, that's all of that is fascinating.
I think I got to watch it because I can't see in my mind how it's going to work. So I have to just watch it.
So there will be a video blackout period because right now there's all the cameras and stuff on the solar arrays. They will separate from that vessel, so they won't have all of those cameras. That's going to burn up on re-entry.
Really?
Yeah, that whole thing will burn up because it's also traveling that same speed, but it has no trajectory, no heat shield, all the stuff that protects the astronauts in the front cone of the Orion spacecraft is not part of that. That part, thanks for building it, Europe. They built the solar panels on it and stuff, but anyway, it's going to be really interesting. So that'll happen around 5:48. They'll separate the crew module from the service module, and then they will enter the atmosphere around 5:53, and then parachutes will deploy at about 6:02, 6:07 splashdown. It happens super fast.
6:07 splashdown. So that's the initial splashdown.
Splashdown, they're in the ocean. Splashdown is they're in the water.
Okay.
So,
but then it'll take some time for them to even get to the coast of California.
So the Navy is going to go pick them up.
Right. I read that the Navy is going to recover the team, and then they're going to medical check them and then take them to Houston.
Yeah, they have to be decompressed or recompressed, I suppose, because they've been in zero gravity. And even though it's a shorter mission, it isn't like they were up there for a month or whatever. It's still, they have to have, like, your muscles aren't used to it. Like, it's a big deal. So you got to get reacclimated to gravity. And then
I wonder what that's like.
I don't know. The media tour is going to be insane. It's going to be a blast to see how all this goes. It's very cool.
It is cool.
Such cool science. I've learned more and more and more every single day from this mission. It's really cool. And the pictures, if you haven't seen the pictures from the official NASA website, I don't know if you've seen all of them.
I don't know if I've seen all of them. I've seen some.
Incredible. Just incredible. So, anyway.
So nuts.
Today is the day Artemis II returns.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Me too.
Okay, there's a new food trend happening, and it's chocolate and Pringles. But that's not even the craziest part. Like, chocolate and Pringles, fine. Chocolate and sweet or chocolate and salty, fine.
Yeah, that's people have been doing that a long time.
That's not the problem. The problem is the way that people are doing it.
What does that mean?
They're melting down chocolate bars. Like this video I watched, they've got a Hershey's chocolate bar.
Yuck.
2 of them. They've melted it down in the microwave.
Okay.
And then you pour the melted chocolate into the Pringles can until the whole stack of chips is covered in chocolate.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Then you freeze it.
Yeah.
And then you take it out of the can. And the guy that I was watching that was trying to take it out of the can, he just basically had to rip apart the can. It's just cardboard, right?
I get it, yeah.
And then he tried to cut it, and you can't cut frozen chocolate and chips.
Yeah.
So it's a mess.
Yeah, it's a disaster. There's such a better way to do it.
I know. I don't know why you can't just melt the chocolate and then dip your Pringles into the melted chocolate.
That's exactly right. And look, here's how I would handle this recipe, because I'm curious to try it. I like this better than the broccoli situation we never did. But here's the deal. You could take actual chocolate. You could do it with chocolate chips if you want.
Right.
But you could take melting chocolate.
Right.
I don't like Hershey's milk chocolate. I don't like the flavor of it. So I would rather have something else as the chocolate, like a real nice chocolate. A dark chocolate even would be great.
Okay.
And then take your Pringle. Now, are they just using standard original Pringles?
Yes.
Would you mix that up? Would you vary it? Would
No.
you do a pizza Pringle?
Ew, no. No. Or a barbecue?
Or a sour cream and onion?
No, just regular. Just regular.
I think you start at regular, but then you go like, I don't know, maybe jalapeno is a good one.
Jalapeno's not a bad idea.
I don't know.
A little spicy. I don't think pizza
Okay.
or barbecue or salt and vinegar would taste delicious.
They might. You'd have to have like a charcuterie board of Pringles and a chocolate fountain. And then you dip the ends of them.
Let them
and
set
then
up.
set them on
Wax
a
paper.
parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Let them set.
Yeah.
And
then
it would
eat
be
it.
like the black and white cookie at the deli, where it's just half dipped, or a biscotti that's half dipped.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fine. That's how I would handle the recipe.
Agreed.
Dumping the chocolate in the Pringles can is weird.
For one, it's wasteful.
Yeah.
And the only reason people are doing it this way is because they're like, this is going to it's rage bait,
It
right?
is. It's clickbait, yes. Not rage bait. But
Both. It's
okay,
both.
sure. Are you raging?
I'm just like annoyed.
Okay.
It's annoyed bait,
Okay. That's fair.
you know?
Yeah.
Because why do you have to do it this way? Stop it. Because you're not going to eat that.
No.
You've just made a mess and now you've wasted food.
It's absolutely correct.
Quit it. Okay, let's give this a go, Josh.
Yeah.
For
well,
real.
For real? For real?
For real. For
right.
real.
I mean, I'm
We always-
curious about it, for
We
sure.
always say, let's try this. And then we never do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the calendar.
Okay. That means what? Is anything going to happen?
Yeah, we're really going to do it.
Okay.
Pringles and chocolate.
All right.
Got it on the
It's
calendar.
a weekend treat.
What time do you want to do that?
Oh, you put it on the calendar. You know my availability. I'm very busy. I'm swamped.
Okay, penciled in.
All right. Use a pen. Would you rather this or that?
Would you rather jump in puddles or dance in the rain?
Would I rather jump in puddles or dance in the rain?
That's what I said.
I'm trying to think. I think I would jump in puddles.
I would rather dance in the rain.
By yourself?
No.
So you're going to drag me along and make me do what I didn't want to do in the would you rather. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Well, if you're going to be a fuddy-duddy about it, then I don't want to bring you. So you're going to drag me along and make me dance in the rain.
Yeah.
No, I want somebody fun
to
dance in the rain with.
Hey.
You
Settle down.
You're the one that brought your negativity.
You asked me what are the two things.
Yeah.
You said jump in puddles or dance in the rain. I said jump in puddles. And you went, I'm going to dance in the rain. And I went, that'd be fun for you. And then you went, well, you're coming with me.
I did not say that.
Forcing me into the other thing.
Say that.
Would you rather?
I said I'd rather dance in the rain, and you said alone, and I said with somebody.
Right.
But I would rather take a willing participant. I'm not going to. How fun is it going to be if I'm dancing in the rain with someone who doesn't want to dance in the rain with me?
Whoa.
If you want to dance in the rain with me, raise your hand because I need a partner.
Wow.
To dance in the rain with.
Settle it down.
You settle down.
I'm so settled. It's crazy how settled I am.
It doesn't sound like you're settled.
Pretty settled.
Now I'm kind of annoyed.
Oh, man. It was one little question about would you rather. And I felt like jumping a puddle was the right answer. But apparently, I don't get to choose.
No, you get to choose what you want to do. Mm-hmm. You just assumed that I was going to take you to dance in the rain.
I assumed you were going to be doing it by yourself. And I was going to watch while I was stomping in puddles. That's what I assumed. But then you were like, no, someone else. And then you want people to raise their hands about it.
Yeah. I really hope, because I ask people to raise their hands quite often. I really hope there's somebody listening at work or driving in their car that's like, yeah,
I'll dance in the rain.
I really hope desperately
I'll do it.
That there's just some random person that's like, yeah.
Yep, that sounds like a good time.
I raised my hand.
I'm in. My hand's up. I'll go.
Please, somebody tell me you raised your hand.
All right. Would you rather this or that?
You and me doing this show.
Yeah.
This is your career.
Yes.
You've been doing radio for a lot of years.
That's right.
You've had co-hosts. You've done it by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm still new to this game, and I wouldn't consider this my career.
Okay, but also you're not new because when do you get to say stop saying I'm new? Here's
comparatively, I'm new.
Okay, compared to me, who've been doing it for 25 years.
Right,
yes,
right,
absolutely. And you've been radio adjacent for that entire, almost the entirety of my career.
So we have a sheet. I don't know if you've always done this, even when you were alone.
No.
Okay.
No, this is structure for this show.
Okay. You have a structure, and you've got kind of it broken down into here's where we're going to talk. And we type in what we're going to talk about.
That's right.
So we kind of have a guideline of what we're going to talk about,
right?
It's
an outline, yes.
And sometimes there are days where we have so much to talk about that we're like, okay, we don't have enough time for that. We're going to carry that on to the next day.
Right.
Some days we're like, I don't
know what to plug in.
Let's keep looking for stuff to talk about.
That's right. So, and then you can imagine by the time we've done 5 days of shows and we have, an hour's worth of talking total in a 4-hour show, we've got essentially 4 times that we talk each hour.
Yeah.
And so, what is that? 1, 2, 3. There's about 14 or 15 times during the entire show that we talk. And we have to have stuff to talk about in that 14 or 15
that
times.
Makes the conversation go.
Yeah. Every single day.
Yeah.
So then you do that for 5 days, 14 or 15 over 5 days. You're looking at 75 different things we have to talk about in a week. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Would you say, and you have said this before, that I supply probably 90% of the content?
Yes, you're great at it.
Okay. There are times, though, when I go, Josh, I got nothing
Right, like
nothing.
right before we got ready to have this here conversation you're listening to now, you said, I don't have anything. And then I said, okay, I'll find something.
You have every access to the spreadsheet that we have.
No, I know.
You can see what's plugged in and what's not.
Yeah,
so you
I have
can
it right
see
here.
that there's an opening.
Right.
So maybe you plug something in.
Nah.
Sometimes I go, you're the profesh. You come up with something to talk about.
I make it all up.
So do I.
That's perfect. That's why we work so well together.
If I'm doing 90, maybe you could do 10.
Listen, I like to be a little lazy with my 10, but also there's this great thing where like this whole conversation right now is not written down.
No.
There is nothing written down, and it's just you said right before we got ready to talk, you went, I don't have anything right here, and I went, I can find something, because I will find something in seconds, and we'll just make it up and go.
We are making it up and go.
And you went, no, I got something to say. And I went, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm in trouble. I got something to say. All right. Let me have it. And then every day that we do the show, we also produce the podcast, or I put that together. After we do the show.
Yeah.
And there's a bonus break. So we throw that in as like, we got to have another thing on top of all the things we've already done all day. Just for the podcast listeners, there's a bonus break right at the beginning of the... Oh, you got more to say?
Yeah.
You got a bone to pick with me? Yeah. I got a bone to pick with you about us. It's a bonus.
I'll never run out of things to say about you, Josh.
Ah, great. Super. And this is how we end the week, by the way, is with this conversation right here. This is the last thing we're going to say till Monday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're happy. We're having a good time.
Oh, this is all good.
We're having a good time.
All right. What is going on this weekend? I am going to be in an opera tomorrow night. That's happening.
Yes.
You're welcome to buy tickets and come and see me lay there.
I'll be there. We'll be watching Josh play a dead person.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. Fantastic time. That's happening. What else is going on this week?
I think that's really the only thing on our calendar.
How
about that?
I haven't looked, and I know you love talking about the weather because it's just your favorite thing, but I had heard that it was going to be kind of rainy. Let me double check
I wanted to get outside.
Well, you can. You can go dance in the rain by yourself. Yeah, mostly cloudy, windy, and cooler. Couple thunder showers tomorrow. Cloudy and windy on Sunday. I knew you were like, hey, when are we getting more wind? Sunday. So great temps, though. Mid-60s, which is awesome. But
I was just looking at our calendar. I got to go get air in my tires.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Wow.
I know, right?
This is going to be a big weekend.
Here's the other part. We did the postcard art.
Oh, yeah. The first opening, the gallery opening is tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, downtown Idaho Falls. That's really cool. It's a community art gallery, and it's raising money for...
The Happy Garden, community garden.
Yeah, the Happyville Gardens, Happyville Community Garden, which is really super neat. So that gallery will be opening, and you can come and check out the art. You and I both have pieces in that show, which is kind of fun. And then next weekend on the 18th, you can actually buy art, which is kind of fun.
I know. I'm kind of like, what if mine is the only one that doesn't get bought?
It will be. It'll be the only one hanging on the wall. Everything else will have a sold sign on it except yours. And they'll go, I don't want that one.
This is trash.
You are so critical of yourself. It's craziness. You got to stop.
I know, Josh.
What is that from? Did someone tell you made ugly art once?
Oh, yeah.
No. No one said that. No one. No one's like, you should stop.
Stop doing it.
You should, whatever you're doing, just stop it.
Just don't do anything
no
at
one
all,
has ever said that.
Stay in the dark corner alone forever.
Yeah. Yep. That's never happened.
Okay.
Anyway.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah. We'll be back on Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Check out the podcast. If you missed any part of the show, you want to re-listen, share it with friends, you want to download it and save it forever because you love it so much, you can.
You guys.
Yeah. Get it wherever you get podcasts. Everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, Apple, your smart speaker. You can say, play Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. You can do all kinds of things. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for subscribing to our socials and following us and doing all those things as well. And we'll be back on Monday.
That's right. Happy weekend. We'll be back with a smile.
Is that your stay classy? We'll be back with a smile.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
All right. See you Monday.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.